Agatha Christie's Philomel Cottage, with Lizzie McInerney as Alix and Tom Hollander as Terry. Philomel Cottage.
Everything in the country is an echo of the past. Every lane, every tree, every cottage. This place, this Philomel Cottage, named after some Greek myth where this woman got her tongue cut out, and sometimes I think places also have echoes of what's going to happen.
Richard? What on earth are you doing here?
Actually, I'm on holiday. Fishing. Well, isn't that just me? And, I thought, just to see how you're settling in.
Oh, Richard.
Look, I had to see you.
It's different now.
You're out here.
It is just the country.
It isn't you, Alix. It was all so sudden. So unexpected. Alix?
What? Sorry, I was...
Miles away, you worked too hard.
Impossible. Anyway, what was it?
I was, wondering if... tonight, I mean after work, if you...
Hey, Dick, how's it going?
If you'd met Terry,
Terry Martin.
Terry's in development and sales.
What do you develop, Terry?
Systems mostly. Then I sell them.
Ah, didn't you have some kind of big deal last year?
Last year's prehistoric. I hear you're pretty hot yourself, Alix. Your work on risk calculation made the firm a lot of money.
Well, I suppose, yes.
They, it might have been prehistoric, the Brontosaurus, but it was still pretty impressive.
What?
Did we miss something? I don't want to be pushy, but ask not, get not. Would you like a drink? Some sushi after work?
How can I know what you felt, Richard? You never told me.
Don't
No, please, don't say anything. You don't understand.
Tell me. Please, just tell me.
He's different.
Oh, right, he just walked in and took what he wanted.
That's not fair. He's been to places. He's seen things. It was like I was sleepwalking and he woke me up. Can you see that?
I've found a place in the country. Philomel Cottage. Not that it's exactly a cottage, but it's just right. Berkshire-London corridor, but it's out of the way. I'm a bit nervous myself, I'm a city boy, but it's got good telecommunications, an area we could convert into a working space. It's not cheap, but...
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
If you think I'm saying come and live in the country and let's make...
We hardly know each other. Oh, God, that's so trite.
So like Richard. We could do this together if we wanted to. If we were both prepared to take a risk.
But what if it goes wrong?
Alix, there's no point in a risk that can't go wrong.
Sometimes I used to think, here I am, I'm almost 30, and what have I got? Money, a flat, and what have I ever done except sit at my desk and write systems?
He's dangerous. To you. That kind of person always is.
No, I think he's dangerous to you, Richard, because of...
Go on, say it.
Because of what you could have done and what you haven't done. Is that the last of it?
Yeah, more or less.
Only... I was thinking...
Of course, that's how we're going to make money. You thinking?
About the country.
What's wrong?
I didn't say anything was wrong.
You sound like something's wrong. I can read you, Alix.
All this stuff, Terry. This equipment, thousands of pounds worth of stuff. Is it safe here?
You're not scared of losing your investment? You don't want to pull out?
No, I was just... Actually, just a bit...
It's secure. I made sure of all of that. All insured. If anything happens to it, or to either of us, the other one is covered. Don't you remember? You signed the thing.
Did I? There was so much...
I know you've put a lot more money into this than me. I don't want you to think that...
No, we trust each other, right?
Well, if we don't, then what the hell are we doing here? Alix, I trust you as much as I love you.
Alix? Are you all right?
No, Richard. I don't think it would be a good idea if we were to see you. Better if we gave things some time.
If that's what you think. You, not him.
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay. But just please, for me. It's my mobile number.
Please, Richard.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye, Richard.
Hi!
Here's Terry.
Train late?
No, I came up through the woods. Picked some mushrooms for supper. Still working.
I know. I feel guilty. I ought to be cooking. The country wife.
Hey, come on. I love cooking. And I'm better at it than you. Just like you're smarter than me. I'll grab a shower, and then we can open some wine.
Those mushrooms, are you sure they're all right?
Oh, trust me, I was brought up in the country.
But aren't some of them poisonous?
Oh, yes. Hand me the rest of the eggs, will you? There's all sorts. Fly agaric is what the Vikings used to use to munch to get decently berserk before battle.
Can you be decently berserk?
Only if you're a Viking. Some of the bluets, which are delicious, are just a little poisonous and you'll feel numb if you eat too many. Or there's devil's boletus.
Ooh, sounds nasty.
Oh, some of them are. They could kill a healthy adult, just like that. When I was in Bosnia, a whole lot of people used to take...
Bosnia?
Well, anyway, they're very easy to spot. And these are horse mushrooms and completely safe.
I thought it was...
See? Mushrooms.
You don't have to prove it, Terry.
This is great, isn't it? I can't wait till we've got all the finance out of the way. And I can stay down here as well. I really hate London now. Here we go. One omelette.
Looks lovely.
So how was your day?
Oh, pretty quiet, you know. Work, really. You know me. I did think I'd try and do something about the garden. It's pretty wild out back. Briar patches.
Sleeping Beauty, thrown into an enchanted sleep by a mushroom. But don't worry, I'll be your prince and wake you with a kiss.
And you?
Well, it's slow. People like the ideas, but they don't want to put their money down. They've all been scared by the dot-com failures.
But we're not like that. We're firmer, more solid.
Are we?
Aren't we?
This is business, Alix. Things can change, just like that. I mean, sometimes I wonder, do you know how many plates I'm spinning at one time if I drop one of them? And anyway, don't worry. That's my job. To make people believe in us, and I can do that. I can make people believe in anything. More mushrooms?
No. No, thanks. Excuse me! Excuse me!
Hello?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm mowing the lawn.
Yes, I can see that. I wondered, why you're mowing my lawn.
Oh, you must be Alex. Nice to meet you. Merlin.
But, what are you doing here?
Oh, Terry asked me to do some gardening.
You know Terry?
Well, we've got a small hole in Skyme. Just along the way, I do gardening. Mostly we try to live without money, but sometimes, you know.
Terry asked you to do the garden for us.
I know this cottage. I know what it needs. You have to respect it.
Sorry?
The country, that's why I'm here.
Here?
Green men, fairies, elves, all that stuff. It's still alive out here. Everything that was done lives on in some way and affects what will be done.
That sounds sort of creepy.
Don't ever believe the country is nice. Smell that?
Yes, what is it?
Something dead. Badger, maybe. Along the lane, up the hill. You can smell it on the wind. Death. Everything dies here, so that something else can go on.
So, peace, love and flares.
Drink?
What was he doing here?
The garden, I hope. White wine?
Why didn't you tell me you were hiring someone?
Well, I thought it would be a surprise. I know you wanted to do it, but you've been putting so much time in at the computer. Isn't he something, though, eh?
Merlin and Skye? He's creepy. I don't know that I like him. All that death.
I think I admire him. He was a government scientist, she was some kind of bureaucrat, and one day they sold up and moved here.
You know a lot about them.
I like to know where I stand, what has to be done.
Well, this really should have been cut back in the autumn.
Is it a problem?
Or better, that's all. Everything has a rhythm. You have to find that and adapt yourself to it. You know, work with, not against nature.
I guess. Talking of which, this isn't your usual afternoon, Merlin.
Is that a problem? I can easily, you know...
No, it's fine.
I just thought if you're going to be away, I should find out if there's anything...
Sorry? I'm not going to be away.
Oh? I thought Terry said something about you, I don't know, a trip or something you were taking.
Nothing that I know about.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Things change. Don't pick those. Angel of Death.
But they look just like mushrooms.
Yeah, well, they are mushrooms. They just happen to be deadly.
Sorry, Merlin. The phone. Hi, 57603.
Alix, hi.
Oh,
It's
Richard. How are you?
I just thought I'd call. I'm still...
You said you were fishing.
Alix, can I see you again?
It won't do any good. I'm sorry, but we went over it all when you were here.
I went back to London.
I don't see...
He was never in Russia, or wherever it was.
What are you...
What he told you, Terry. All that stuff, he wasn't there. He was working in Swindon at AC Systems.
Look, I don't think this is any of your business.
He's a liar.
You don't know that.
Please, Alix. I hacked the personnel records. He left Swindon because his wife died.
Stop it. I don't want to hear any of this.
There was an inquest. Some kind of poisoning. Did he tell you that, Alix?
For God's sake, Richard. If you ever stopped looking at your computer screen for 1 minute and looked at life, did it occur to you that maybe he was hurt? That maybe he couldn't talk about it because...
Alix, please. I'll be here until the weekend. Fishing, if you need...
All I need is for you to leave me alone. Just go away, Richard.
Anyway, we don't need more than a few thousand to tide us over. It would be crazy to borrow such a small amount, so why don't we just put it up ourselves?
How much are we wanting?
10, that's all. And you've got that easily left over from your flat sale.
Hang on. I mean, what about you?
Well, I was renting. I was stupid, you know that. And besides, most of my cash got eaten up by this place.
I thought I paid most of the deposit.
Well, look, hey, if it bothers you, we'll leave it. Talk about it some other time, okay?
More salad?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
I was checking your appointments today. Your palm top.
Yeah, I'd be lost without that. And in fact, I was. I didn't realise I left it.
I just thought, in case you needed to know something.
Yeah, no, fine.
Only I never... I mean, you're just so precise. Is there anything you don't note down? Meet Alix at station. Go for coffee and American hot pizza. Call dry cleaners, 10:25. Only,
It was odd. I mean, you didn't put in anything about this trip.
Huh?
That we're supposed to be taking.
What are you talking
Merlin said you told him...
Merlin? Oh, come on, that guy's somewhere else.
No, you told him about this trip, and he wanted to know...
No, come on, trip. The guy's an old hippie. I was talking to him about the 70s, acid and all that. Tripping. Tune in, turn on, drop out. Merlin's in Wonderland.
I think that was Alice.
I think we should get rid of him anyway.
No, it's fine.
He upsets you, and I don't like that. Besides, didn't you say you wanted to do the garden?
No, it's good that he came today, because I thought I might go up to London next week anyway. Maybe Friday.
I need you here. The people in Zurich, they said they'd call. They want to talk to you. And they're very impressed with us, with you.
What do they want to talk about?
Just a phone call, that's all. No sweat. You'll walk them through the programme. We need them, Alex.
Terry, why don't you ever tell me anything?
Alex, I just don't want to upset the workings of that brilliant brain. You're a real asset, and you know how easily you can get caught up in things.
Caught up?
You've been pushing yourself pretty hard. Sometimes when I get home, it's like you're locked into your own world. I mean, I understand, of course. It's very intense, and I don't want you to get ill or anything, so take it easy.
Terry, were you ever... I mean, before, other people you were with, women.
Alex, are you getting cabin fever? Maybe you should get away. I mean, yes, there were other people for me, just like there were other people for you. We're both grown-ups. But there's never been anything as serious for me as this. Okay? Okay?
Yes, okay.
And once the start-up is over, maybe after these Swiss people have rung, we will get away. Real change. A rest. A real change. Okay? 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 Okay?
Terry? 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 Where... Terry? Where... Terry?
What the hell are you doing?
Terry, for God's sake, let me go.
You gave me a shock.
It's 3 in the morning.
All
What
right,
are you...
go back to bed.
But what?
Go back to bed.
Oh, God. Is it... Oh. Terry?
In the bathroom. I set the alarm for an extra hour. You needed the rest, I thought.
Last night, Terry. What were you doing down there?
Look, I don't have the time. Coffee in the pot, toast in the toaster. See you tonight, okay?
Terry, please,
I'm in a hurry. Later, okay?
Alex, hi.
Merlin, how are you?
Fine. I just wanted to be sure you didn't need me.
Sorry?
Well, Terry said I should lay off for a while doing the garden, that you weren't feeling well.
No, I want you to.
Oh, sure. Great. Well, yeah, I mean, it can get pretty heavy being alone down here, I know.
Heavy?
The cottage, Philomel Cottage, the stories.
What stories?
People who lived here. 50 years ago. Gamekeeper, the whole family, wife, 3 kids, the guy himself. Angel of death.
What?
Mushrooms. Like the ones you picked them, did you? Oh, got rid of them, yeah? Yeah, well, maybe just as well, considering don't want any more accidents.
The whole family. That's terrible.
I thought you knew. Oh, everyone knows round here. It's a local legend. When you bought the place, didn't they tell you?
Oh, come on. Password. Alix. Ukraine. Lies. Deception. Philomel. Okay, so where now? Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh. What on earth?
Hi, I'm back. Where are you?
Hold on.
You still working? Look, didn't I say you should take it easy? You okay?
Just shutting down for the night.
Yeah? What have you been doing?
Don't come any closer. You've got mud on your shoes, and I did the carpet today.
We don't have a carpet.
The floor. I did the floor. I did the floor, okay?
No, not okay. You're not okay. You have been working too hard. You need a rest, Alix. You need a good, long rest.
That's rubbish. I'm fine. Let's have some wine. Something. I'll be fine.
Oh, look, did they ring?
What? Who?
The Swiss. They were going to call you.
Oh, nobody called.
I'll do the wine, shall I? Sometimes these corks are just in too tight and you have to use force.
There's something I have to...
No way. I want you to sit in that chair and you drink wine until you are well and truly...
It's just that I've got a bit of a headache and I thought...
Well, I'll get you a pill.
No, not with wine. I'll just take a short walk, some air. I'll be fine.
Sure, whatever. I'll come with you.
You don't have to. Really, I'd like to be...
You're alone too much, Alix. Feeling better? It's great, isn't it, the countryside? So quiet. So peaceful after everything else.
Terry, I logged into your computer today.
So?
Why were you accessing my bank details?
Was I?
You know you were. You were! Terry, you were transferring money. My money. All my passwords. You...
Hey, really?
£10,000! You transferred it, Terry. Why? For God's sake, why?
Because of this. You now, getting worked up. I didn't want to worry you, okay, Alix? I mean, either we trust each other, or to hell with it. You know how I care about you. Do you think I want something bad to happen?
I just want to know what is happening, Terry.
Well, are you sure? Okay, then fine, I'll tell you. After I've cooked supper, okay? Fresh farm eggs, healthy bacon from happy pigs, and some great mushrooms I found in the lane. Shall we go back?
Sorry, I couldn't eat anything.
No, it doesn't matter. All the more for me.
I just wasn't hungry.
Great thing about compost bins. Everything rots down and helps something else grow. So, Alix, I guess this is it then. Crunch time. When the cat's curiosity finally gets satisfied.
I have to make a phone call.
Well, you wanted this.
Wait, Terry, just, come on.
Alix?
Merlin, I just had to call about the quince.
Hello? Who is this?
Alix Parker. I want you to come over. This Saturday, to do the quince.
What?
It's really important.
Alix, what's going on?
I don't think it can wait. I'm sorry about phoning at this time, Merlin, but I only thought of it just now. It's really important that you come.
But, Alix...
Just be here. Okay, Merlin. Bye now.
Well, if that's out of the way, you better come through and we'll...
Well, it was just the quince. I mean, who would have thought?
What?
that it would need pruning in the summer as well as...
Alex, are you completely off your head?
It's interesting. Myths and that stuff. I mean, Merlin was telling me about... There are fairy rings and, everything. All the lanes. That's why they call them Memory Lane and...
Alex, stop it. That's enough. You wanted this, and now you're going to get it. Ooh.
Why don't I make some coffee? No, don't get up. Don't...
No, stay where you are, Alex. It's time that we... Oh, God.
What is it?
Nothing, it's just a twinge. I'll sit down and...
Terry?
Oh, God. I don't know, it hurts.
Where? What hurts?
I don't know, Alex, I can't feel my fingers.
It must have been the mushrooms.
No. I lied. I bought them in the village from the shop. I wanted to impress you and show how much I knew about the country. Oh, God! Alex? Alex? I can't feel you. Oh, God, hold me. Hold me.
Richard, thank God I...
Alex, what on earth... What is it?
It's Terry. Through there.
Oh! Alex, I think he... Alex, he's dead.
It must have been the mushrooms.
In Philomel Cottage by Agatha Christie, Lizzie McInerney was Alix, and Tom Hollander Terry. Richard was played by Adam Godley, and Merlin by Struan Roger. Music was by Nick Russell Pavia. Philomel Cottage was dramatised for